What's up, y'all? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know it ain't working. Oh man, it has been a long day. I got up at 6 this morning on a Saturday because I need to get my morning video out. Had to pick up some carpet for this house we're working on. Um, Went to the CSA show and got Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders autograph for Philly 500. And I've been back because tomorrow is the real big day. And I forgot that I'm taking my football gods, but I got to be careful. I got to be careful. So I'm building a case to put them in so that way I can carry them safely there without any incidents. So I just glued that up a couple hours, and I got to go over and then do that and some other things that I have to get ready for tomorrow because Drew Pearson starts signing at 11:30, and I can't miss that. A couple of you guys have asked me to get some autographs, but here it is. I done cut the shit out of the back of my finger. Not in the workshop. I was slicing some potatoes, and I was scooping up the potatoes to put in the bowl, and the knife went across that sucker, and I got to keep it immobilized because every time I bend it, that sucker is just like blood is just running, and I ain't got time to go get stitches. I ain't got time for that. So I'm taking a little break because I'm tired. I think when you get tired is when you start making mistakes and you cut your finger half off. So I'm taking a break here. I'm getting my bearings together, and I'm going to go out to the workshop. They're hungry because I ain't been out here all day. Got my bearings together and go out in the workshop and work on the box. Shout out to all you guys who have gone through and subscribed to my other channel. We're doing our woodworking and stuff over there. We're trying to separate this stuff as much as possible. Appreciate all the likes and stuff. We're trying to get to that 4,000 hours and stuff on there, and it takes time. So, and again, tomorrow we'll be at the CSA show with Cowboys. We got Drew Pearson, we got Tony Hill, we got Butch Johnson, we got Randy White, and we got Tony Dorsett. So we've got a full house. We're going to have a great time tomorrow. Tune in. We'll show you some things. And we're going to be giving away some of these shirts too. So, interesting thing. Article, I think it was in Bleacher Report. It might have been Blogging the Boys or one of those channels. I forgot which one. Forgive me. But they were going over and talking about Pro Football Focus did an article on the most overpaid player for every team. And of course, everybody says Zeke Elliott is overpaid, and because you don't get value out of a second contract, out of a running back, yada, yada. Okay, we'll see. We'll see on that one. If that's the worst thing we've done, then we're okay. So here's what's interesting. And a couple of these players we've actually touched on because they came to Dallas, they looked good, and they went elsewhere and got paid. And I'm not mad at them because Robert Quinn came in. We gave up a 6th-round draft pick. He played for us for 1 year, had 11 sacks in 14 games. He played lights out. He proceeded to go to the Bears and get a 5-year, $75 million contract and had 1 sack last year. Some people were like, yeah, man, we can't let that guy go. We got to re-sign him. Contract year. Had been down, came to Dallas, and sometimes the thing that happens to players that people don't necessarily give them credit for is the way they're being used and the other people around them. See, D-Law, as much as we trash him, everybody says he's a waste of money and stuff. The reality is D-Law gets a lot of double teams, sometimes even triple teams. He's got the tackle and the tight end and sometimes the running back that he's got to go through. And so he's garnering a lot of attention. On the other side, Robert Quinn wasn't getting as much attention. And Robert Quinn is not a good run stopper. Basically, his job was just get up the field. If it's a pass, then you're in the play. If it's a run, well, we're just short a man. So off of those numbers, the Bears paid him a great deal of money. So I'm happy because that was a compensatory pick for the Dallas Cowboys. We got one of the guys we got in here now is because of Robert Quinn. I think we got a 4th round pick because of him. Bam. Then we had Randall Cobb. And I think that this is a case of because of the quarterback that he had. Understand, Randall Cobb had been going downhill. We talked about this so many times. There's receivers that work with Dak Prescott that their numbers get better. I've done this with Amari Cooper. You know, everybody looked at him from Derek Carr. You know, Derek Carr said, oh, I want Derek Carr. He's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Well, okay. We can compare apples to apples because you look at the numbers of Amari Cooper with Derek Carr, and then you look at the numbers with Dak Prescott, and they're clearly a lot better. And the same can be said for Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb's numbers have been going downhill since 2015. And the fact that with the bad man throwing to him, Aaron Rodgers, and they gave up on him, if Aaron Rodgers can't do something with them, then you got to figure it's the receiver. But lo and behold, he comes into Dallas, and he's getting yards per completion better than he had in his career with Dak Prescott throwing. That garbage-ass quarterback, as some of you like to say. Yeah, he's not as garbage as you think. He goes to Houston, gets a big fat contract, right? Boom. And it's not like he didn't have a role because they got rid of Hopkins. Yeah. So they needed him to play. And you had Deshaun Watson. You know, not exactly, Andy Dalton throwing to him. Yet, his numbers suck. They went back to where they were the last couple of years in Green Bay, where they said, yeah, he needs to go. But they're stuck with that contract. Then there's Cam Irving. Cam Irving, who we let go, who went to Carolina, who was truly in need of offensive linemen. And he got, I think, 2 years, $12 million or $10 million, and just isn't that guy. So you look at that and you say, the Cowboys did pretty good because of those 3 guys that are now 3 of the highest overpaid players, according to Pro Football Focus, 2 of them got us compensatory picks, a 4th and a 5th. I ain't mad at that. That's actually how you win in football. And this may be the formula for this year because we have a lot of guys that are on the last year of their deal that if they show up and all that and you decide it's too much money for us to pay and they get a big fat contract elsewhere, then you're getting a compensatory pick as high as a 3rd round pick. So at least it's not paying those players. And one that comes to mind that the question would be is Michael Gallup garners $12, $14 million of salary. As much as you may not want him to go, you may let him go and he brings back a 3rd round draft pick. Sometimes we as Cowboy fans look at players and say, we can't let that guy go. Oh, he's going to play against us and stuff. And we keep guys that maybe we shouldn't have that end up not performing after the contract. We got 33 or 34 guys that are on 1-year deals. We're not going to re-sign all of those guys. Hopefully some of them will get us players in return. That being said, I got more work to do to get ready for tomorrow. Oh, boy. Hope to see you guys later on. I'm afraid to go out here and work on this box because after cutting my finger with a knife, that table saw can really do some damage. I'll just get up real early in the morning. That's what I'll do. But then again, I know me. I'll go sit at my desk for a minute. I'll feel guilty, and I'll go out there and work on it. I'm Mark Holmes. Appreciate you. Peace.